Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a really easy step-by-step guide on how to put makeup on. So this is for real beginners who they've bought the products but they don't know how to really do it. And so this video is just going to be showing you guys how to do it. And so yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy. So let's get right into the video. So the first thing with makeup that you need is something to put your hair up with, because otherwise it's just gonna get in the way. You're gonna get foundation and stuff all over it, and yeah, it's just not gonna be good. So you can use any type of clips or hair ties, but I just use this, which is like a little stretchy thing which you just put over your head like an atlas band, and it just keeps all the hair out of your face so that it is fine for when you're doing your makeup. And so one of the first products is foundation, and it's really one of the most important things is to test your shade. So make sure you go into a store. I'd never buy foundation or anything like that online because I wouldn't be sure about the shade and stuff. And also I know some brands like No. 7 and that they do these colour match things, but the one I'm showing you guys today is the Max Factor Skin Luminizer Foundation, and I do need to get another one, and I have this in 40 Light Ivory. And so all you're going to do with foundation is, this one's a little pump thing, but they vary. Some you just squidge out, they're kind of different, and I'm just pumping about 1.5 onto the back of my hand there. And then what you're going to do is, I've got here, this is the Real Techniques Beauty Blender, or you can use any type of brush or anything. And what I do when I'm using my sponge is just dot it all over your face. I find it easier because I find if I put it straight onto the sponge, it soaks a lot of it up. So I dot it and then I drag it down my nose. I find that gets it more coverage on the nose. Right, and so now I'm going to go in with my sponge and basically just kind of bounce it on my face. And you just want to blend this all in. I kind of sometimes swipe a bit and then sometimes bounce. I vary my techniques. This is making me look very pale because the sun's coming from this way. So, good window. So, it is making me look rather pale. It's just not actually that bad in real life. Don't worry. And what you want to do is make sure that you blend it in all down here on your jawline, because you don't want there to be a line around your chin, just to make sure, and also up by the top of your forehead, because you don't want any line there. Right, so then next I normally go in with concealer, and this is the Revlon Colour Stay Concealer. And is this right? I think it's always best to get a shade that's actually slightly lighter than your skin tone, so that it kind of highlights and illuminates anything. So for things like dark circles, it really gets rid of it. This lighting is really bad. I have white, normal. What is going on with this? So please just ignore the lighting. Sorry if it's a bit annoying. And what I'm doing with this is I'm putting it in an upside down triangle underneath my eyes, and then I'm putting it on any spots that I have. So I've a couple up here and one down there and there. So this is just again conceal anything like that. That's why it's called concealer, and it also highlights or kind of gets rid of your dark circles. And I'm just going back in with this sponge. I'm going to use the same technique, but this time I'm using a pointed edge, just to kind of bounce that on and get all blended in. And then I'm using the flat side for underneath my eyes because I find it easier to use that underneath my eyes. Right, okay, so this is looking really bad in this lighting. I'll try and see if I can sort that out. Sorry guys, I cannot sort that lighting out. This is as best as I can do. It's really bad, so my face is like right down the middle of my face, but please try and ignore that. My face isn't either of these two shades. It's not this light, but it's no way this dark. Don't know what it's doing, but it's okay. So we have just done concealer. So now what you need to do is to set everything, and you do this with powder. And this is, oh, can't really see, it's got fingerprints all over it, the Rimmel Stay Matte, and I have this in number 3 Peach Glow, and I really like this. It's just really good, it's really cheap. Just get it from Boots or wherever. And what powder does is it just sets everything you've put on so far, so your concealer, your foundation, and it also mattifies any bits of you that might be slightly oily. So I'm just taking this on a big brush. It's not actually a powder brush, but oh well. I'm just kind of patting this all over. I don't swipe it because otherwise it moves around all my foundation. Right, so that's the powder done. You literally just kind of put it all over your face. It doesn't have to go in specific areas. Just make sure you've covered all of your face. And so now I'm going to go on to do like my bronzer and my blush and stuff. But first what I'm going to do, just to let it soak in, is to use an eye primer. And this is the Collection Primed and Ready Illuminating and Reviving Eye Primer. And I got this from Boots. It was only a couple of pounds, and it's actually really good. So what eye primer does is it just helps your eyeshadow stay on a lot longer, be a lot stronger colour, and it also stops it from creasing. So it's really good. And you can get quite a few different, like most brands do, an eye primer. And what I'm doing is just putting a little bit, just like that, it's actually quite a lot, on my finger, and just literally putting it on my eyelid. That's a bit too much, so I don't need to put that much on. Actually, I can use the rest of that on my other eye. Make sure you just put it all over your eyelid, just so it's all gone in. So now we're going to do the rest of the stuff. I just put that on now because I find it just kind of lets it time to soak in, because obviously it's a liquid and you don't want to put it on when it's still completely wet. So now I'm going to use, it's literally just one product that has 3 things in it, which is absolutely amazing. And it's this Face Form palette from Sleek, and it's amazing. It has a bronzer, a highlighter and a blush in it. And it's really good. I actually did a first impressions of this in my last video. It wasn't specifically that, but I did include that in it. And so first, we're gonna go in with the contouring shade, and we're just gonna kind of lightly contour. So just show you guys how to do this. And I will put a link of all of the products and brushes and stuff that I've used. And this brush that I'm using is another Real Techniques one. It's the contour brush, and it's just really nice and fluffy, and yeah, I like it. So I'm just taking a little bit of this product on my brush, and then what you do, you just basically suck in like this, so you can see your cheekbones, look there. And then so you just got it on the product, and you start, if you put your hair back about here, you'll have like the kind of bit where it goes right rounded in your hair, and that's basically where you start from. For most people it is. I mean, you just follow that line down from where you sucked in. and you just kind of go up and down. It takes a bit of practice to get it right, but just go really light-handed. So at first it's not going to seem like you've got anything on, but you don't want to put loads on and then just have a brown line. So okay, I always just check it in like another mirror or another lighting just to make sure. And then you're just going to do exactly the same on the other one by sucking in, starting for it. You can see it better on here. So you see here just above my ear, I've got a little bit where it curves there. That's where you start from. So when I suck in, we'll go along there. So that's basically the line that you're going to do, because what contouring does, it just kind of makes you have a bit more dimension to your face, and it just almost makes you look a bit like you've got some cheekbones, so it's always a bonus. Right, and that is looking good. You can't particularly see, you can kind of see it a bit there. And then also what you're going to do is kind of pick a bit more product and put it along your bottom of your jawline here. And this will just kind of help define your face a bit more. You put it under your chin, it just makes everything seem slimmer, which is always nice. And you're also going to take a bit on the temples, so on the top of your forehead. And this kind of creates the illusion that you have a smaller forehead, which everybody wants. Nobody wants a big forehead. And so that is all the kind of contoury bronzy stuff. And I'm going to use this again in a second. This product was $9.99 and you get 3 things in it, so it's really good. And so now I'm going to go on to blush, and I'm going to use the same thing from this palette here, just use the pinky colour here. And I'm actually going to use another Real Techniques brush, and this is their blush brush. And it's just really big and it's meant for blush, so it's really good for blush, and it's just really nice and soft, so it's not too hard on your cheeks and stuff. And then with this, it's not that pigmented, this certain one, but it's alright. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this kind of on your apples of your cheeks, but not just there, you can drag it upwards as well, because otherwise you'll look a bit weird if you literally just had it on the apples of your cheeks. You just kind of put it there and drag it up, just to make it look more natural. And using blusher, it just kind of adds that bit of colour to your face. And so now I'm gonna do highlight, and because I've got 2 highlights, I'm not sure whether to show you the highlight that's in this or a separate one. I think I'm gonna go for the one in here, and then I like to show you guys what the other one's like, but not actually put it on my face. So this is the highlight from here. Ooh, that's the highlight from in here, and it's just kind of a nice shimmery kind of gold, and I'm just going to apply this with my finger because I find it easier. And what you're going to do with highlighter is you're going to put it about here, just on the tops of your cheekbones here, so on both sides, on the tip of your nose and your cupid's bow. And your cupid's bow is a bit in the middle of your lips where it kind of goes up and dips in and then goes back up again. That's your cupid's bow. And so with this, let's go into so that you can see it. That's the light there. I thought that was it. And it's gonna you can use like a brush or whatever, but I don't really feel like using one today. And also, if you don't have the money, you're fine having to buy one, which is always good. So you can see the highlight here. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit on the top of my nose. I always check when I put it on my nose that I've kind of blended it out, because you don't want to like look up and then there be just a bit of white. It would look a bit odd. Right, and then I've just put that on my cubes, but you can kind of see it here. You can't really see it on that side, but it's about the same. So that is like my face done, and so now, actually no, this other highlighter that I've got, if you wanted like a separate highlight, is, and this is the MUA and Dress Your Skin Shimmer Highlighter in Opalescent Amber, and this is really nice just as a different highlight if you want it on its own. If I show you what it actually looks like, it's a beautiful kind of pinky sort of shimmery colour. It's not really picking up, but it's just absolutely beautiful. It's just amazing. And so now we are going to go on to eyes, and I'm going to be using Undress Me Too, and this is just really good. I think this was £4, which is amazing, and you get 12 colours in here, and they're just beautiful. And so today I'm just going to, this is impossible to open, and it is pretty broken at the minute. I need to get a new one. Like this colour here and this colour here are like totally smashed. So, but yeah, we're not using them today, so it doesn't matter. So what we're gonna do is we're first gonna go in with this brush here, which is just a little eyeshadow brush, just a little one. It's not a branded one, it's just. And I'm going to go in with this colour here, which is next to the cracked one, and this is Lavish, and this is just a really nice matte brown for in your crease. And basically where your crease is it's literally just your crease, so it's just along here, like so when you have your eye open, it's just along there. And so, did I even put any on? Can't remember, but anyway. And what we're going to do is I have to hold my eye down because I can't just like do one eye closed. It's like impossible, so I have to hold it down. And then I'm just gonna go back and forth, almost like windscreen wipers. And this is just a really nice colour to have in your crease. And so that's just a really nice colour to have there. And then next, which one am I going to go with? I'm going to go with this one here, which was next to the colour we've just used. And that is Fiery, and this is just a really nice sparkly colour. Too much up. I'm just going to try and swatch this for you. Way too much up. Like this. Okay, it's not going to fit. There we go. It's just a beautiful goldy colour. And now I don't have any more. Let's just blend it in. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to put this all over my lid, and it's just going to give that really nice sparkly effect. Like this. All over for a really nice shimmery sparkle. And then next what we're going to do is this last colour, so this is only using 3 colours. It might seem like quite a lot, but it actually looks really nice. And this is a bit that might scare some people, and it is quite scary, using a dark colour. And don't worry, I'm not using the black. I'm using this one here, which is underneath the first colour we used, and it's just a darker colour. This is called Obsessed. Actually no, this, oh yeah, don't worry. And what I'm going to do with this is we're just going to put this in the outer V of the crease. So with your crease, it just goes all along your eye. And then what we're going to do for this, we're just going to put it just at the top of that, right on the edge. And then almost make like a V back down to right on the end there, the corner of your eye. And so you just do like that, along there, and then down to the corner. Right, so the other camera just decided to stop working and I can't sort it out. So, where was I? Okay, so we just put the dark colour on the outer V, and now we're going in with, you know, the bigger brush. And what you're going to do is just going to go all over top, the top of where the crease, and just kind of blend it all out. So it's all diffused, and the colour will be a lot more gentle how it goes into the darker bits. And do that all over. And then you're just going to repeat the exact same thing with the other eye. Okay, that's kind of a bit too dark, but still got a big brush to kind of blend it all out. Blend out. That's actually alright. Right, so that is the eyeshadow done. It's quick and easy. Once you learn where to put the things and how to do it, it gets quite simple. Everything's falling off the table. What am I looking for? Mascara, that's what I'm looking for. Can't find it. So, the mascara, I don't think anything else can fall off because basically everything's fallen off. And this, you can't really see it. It's the number 7 Stay Perfect long lasting mascara. And I really like this. Of course, number 7 is a little bit more on the higher end of drugstore. But it's not that much at all. Let me just blend this out a bit more because it's really annoying me. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it now. And the wand for this, if anybody ever says the wand or mascara, it's not a little magical thing. It's basically, I'll show you here, this end bit here where the little bristles are. And so this one is a really little brush. If I show you compared to, let's say, my Maybelline Last Sensational, which is just here. And so if you can see, is that going to stand up? Yes. It's a lot bigger, the wand on this. So the number 7 one that I'm going to use, the one is a lot smaller, so it's a lot more precise. Let me set that back. So what you're going to do with this, it does the first time you use mascara, it is so scary. Like, I was petrified. And you're basically just going to open your eyes, push it up and blink at the same time. You don't have to blink, but if you want to, it makes it a bit easier. So you're just going to blink, blink, blink. And make sure you kind of every time move the wand around because you don't just want the lashes on the outside to be coated. Just going to do the same on the other side. And with mascara you can kind of build it up, and there's kind of different types of mascara. So this is like, I'm not entirely sure, is like some are volumizing, some are lengthening. I think this is a lengthening one, but they kind of all vary. So depending on what you want, then you can get a different mascara for that. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in so that you can see what my eyes look like. Right, I just kind of sit like this. This lighting is ridiculous. But so as you see, sometimes mascara falls. Actually, I haven't done the bottom lashes, and all I'm going to do for my bottom lashes is literally just kind of almost just touch them very lightly with it, just really gently. Just so that it's got a tiny bit on, but not very much at all. And so what you can see is that the mascara has really like opened up. Sorry about that, guys, the camera ran out of space. So yeah, as you can see, the eye look, it's really nice. It's just 3 colours, but it makes it look really nice, and it's actually pretty wearable. It's almost coming out pink here, but it's actually brown, don't worry. The actual colour is a brown. It's just coming out a bit funny. So I thought I'd just zoom you guys in so then you can see what it looks like. Zoom back in. Oh, no, not in again. Come on. There we go. Alright, so what have we got next? Oh yes, the last thing, which is lips. And I've got 2 options that I'm gonna go. I've got 2 options. I'm gonna go with one of them today. I'm not sure whether to go for a more nudie look or a more pinky look. I think I'm going to go nudie because if my eyes, if I've done a more pinky look, then I'll usually go for pink one, so I'll go with the nude one. And this, I've got lots of MUA products in this, I guess because I do have a couple of high-end products, which I do use quite a lot. I've only got 2 things, but most of my stuff is drugstore, and the MUA stuff is amazing quality and it's still really affordable. And so this is the MUA lipstick. What shade is this? Just the shade Bare, I'm guessing that's the shade. And to line my lips, this lip line isn't the greatest, but it is the MUA Intense Colour lip liner in, what is this? Caramel Nougat. So it's just a pencil, just like almost like a colouring pencil. Then also the good thing is with this, on the top here, this is the lid, it's also got a little sharpener bit, which is great. And so what I'm going to do with this is, so it's basically just a pencil, and you're going to start in your Cupid's bow, which, as I told you earlier, is this bit of your lips here. So I'm just going to go in there and out, and then I'm going to start out from the corner here and work up in little strokes up to my Cupid's bow, in the same way on the other side. And then for my bottom lip, I'm going to go in the middle here, and then again out from the side and into the middle, and out from the side and into the middle. This isn't the best lip liner, so it hasn't come up that much, but it kind of gives you a bit of a baseline. It's quite easy to do it even with a nude kind of colour, but it's more for darker and bold colours where you really want a lip liner, so then gives you like a perfect guide. And I'm almost out of this. And I think for MUA lipsticks, I think they're £1, which is amazing. And I've had this for ages, and it's just really good. It's a really nice nude. And what I'm going to do with this, basically just put it all over my lips. Whoops. And so it's just got a little flat side here, which all lipsticks have, and just kind of put it all over my lips. So start on the bottom and then I go on the top. That's what I prefer, but you can do whatever you want. Then I'm just gonna kind of push my lips together like this, just to kind of blend it all together. And you can also, if you want, use a lip brush, but I'm not going to today. And so yeah, that is, I think, yeah, that's it. And obviously guys, makeup has no rules, so you don't have to do your makeup like this, but I thought that because there's quite a lot of people who are just starting with makeup, they've bought the products but they have no idea how to put it on. So I thought I'd just make this video for you guys who just want a video on how to do basic makeup. And obviously you don't have to do it this way, it's just the way that I do it. So yeah, let me just take this off. So guys, I hope you really liked this video. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you liked the video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!